It's all the way live.
Theory, it says we're live right now, but we know that's a
I
little
don't believe it. I'm going to sit right here. I'm going to sit back.
still
I'm
for
going
a
to wait
second.
until someone in the chat box tells me we're live.
The first
We're just
person
going
says
to,
that we're live.
yeah, tell me that you can see me and then I will talk.
Bang,
Till
bang,
then, I'm going to vamp in the
vamp.
most awkward way possible.
Clean my
There's
deck.
no coffee in this mug.
Oh, I didn't get more coffee. There were so many things happening. It's very on point for Natalie and Tara to almost forget to do episode 300.
Yeah,
That's
like that we've done 300 of these and still can't remember that we have how to do it. Guys, can you hear us yet? Are we here? Are we here yet? I come up with a new solution, but I've yet to implement it. So let us know when you can hear us, and then we will start the show.
yeah.
Up until then, we're just gonna sit here and
Yeah.
try
Hey,
to balance this.
okay, I think we're good now because that's right.
Info. I'm
Hey,
gonna guess yes. Uh, it's now your guys' job
hear you.
to
What?
tell us when we're live.
Do not hear you. You're here, but can you hear us?
Yes, I think that's a winky thing. I don't know.
Oh,
You're here.
mind us. Don't lie at the top. We need
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't start this with
okay.
lies.
You hear us.
This is
All
no way to
right.
start a relationship.
With lies. All right, guys. Welcome to the live stream. I am Tara, and that is Natalie, and this is our weekly Shusha Secret Time when we get on the internet and give you the behind the scenes look at our lives, at our channel, what we're doing, and chitty chitty chat chat. We like to start this thing very professionally, as always, with sounding off and saying hi. So, you guys out in the chat, say hi to us. Let us know you're out there. We'd like to know who we're talking to. If you're new here, please definitely say hi and let us know where you're hailing from because that's always very fun for us to know. Natalie's going to read off your handles, and then we're going to get this party started. This party that I made no notes for whatsoever.
There's no notes.
I'm winging it.
Everything's perfection. No notes.
Oh, no.
I'm going to scroll to the top. Yes, good news, everyone. I have the live chat on and not just the top chat. So if I'm missing you, it's
Everything.
not my fault. Somebody else's fault this time. Okay, scrolling to the top. Not very far because we didn't promote this very early.
Nope.
Eunice Constance, hello. It says live chat at the very top. Actually, that's very helpful. Thank you.
Thank
I remembered. David Faith, hello. Desiree Gonzalez, live chat indeed. Blair, I had to be here for 300, booked it in my work calendar. Oh, thank you, Blair. David Faith, awesome sauce. Shannon West, hello. Every time I find the meaning of life, they change it. It's like the algorithm. It's like the algorithm.
Oh, God. Yeah. Don't. Algorithm and the meaning of life. You cannot keep up.
No.
Don't try.
Jack Boots, howdy doody. Happy July 22nd, Apollo 11 left the moon. Oh, is that true? I don't know my Apollo history dates. Ben Rathig, hello. Scroll until I see a new name. Nigeli, hello. I hear you. I can hear you. Elizabeth Bonu, howdy. And I think that's everybody, actually.
Happy Monday. I can't tell. I can't tell. Is Shush listed? Yeah, it's listed. Don't scare me.
It is listed.
Yeah, we're listed. We're public.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Tara did not. We're both still adjusting to the new way we're doing things. David Faith.
Happy 300th shush from all us here at Winchester's Old Speakeasy. This message proudly brought to you by Winchester's Old Speakeasy. Visit our Hogsmeade location. David Faith, thank you very, very much. Justin's here too. Thank you. And thank you for joining us for this 300th. I didn't realize I forgot to hold on. Oh, now I feel festive.
Now you're celebrating. That's it. I have nothing close by. Nothing but junk. Like there's so much trash near me right now. It's insane. Welcome. Okay, welcome to our 300th. Wait, where are you? Where are you here? No, he's not there. He's out and about. He's on a walkabout. So he's probably just listening.
Here, just not here.
Here, just not here. Here,
on a walkabout.
A bit of a heavy day. I learned that a good high school friend of mine passed away. Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ben.
Sorry to hear that. That's terrible. No, boo. Sorry. Yes, we are still getting used to the Monday thing, still getting used to that the artwork is different, still getting used to like this whole shift that we made, like has been so far I'm liking the changes we made. Like I like starting out Monday with you guys.
Yeah, But what's terrible is I missed this last one. I'm mixing next week, like as soon as we moved it. Now I would have had to miss this Thursday as well.
Yeah.
So either way, this
Yeah.
next week I wouldn't have been available, but I'm just like, way to go. Way to go, team.
We moved, yeah, we moved it because we are like, okay, we'll probably miss less of them this
Hi,
way.
Ed.
And that's true. Only, of course, Natalie and I talked about this. Every time we make a change of any kind, the second time we do it, or like make a decision, like, oh, we're gonna do this, the second time is always a dud. And
Right.
then after there, it kicks up.
We make a decision like having the pickle background, like for our thing. And then now finding, actually though, that this morning I was doing AI generated backgrounds and they're kind of fun. I mean, I just don't know that they yell August to me, but hey, whatever. I mean, some of them, I tried to get it to put the word August in it, and it was really interesting because it won't put words. It puts like vague, it's like in dreams when you're trying to read and their words are just like garbled.
Oh yeah. What if all the AI artwork is actually from the dream of a giant? It's not actually a machine.
They've like plugged into somebody's head.
We plugged in the thing that's
we did a little experiment. All the kids were here, all the cousins were here. And one of them was asking AI to make jokes for it. And it came up, I mean, it was actually, we had a hilariously fun time. However, I started a joke that this was like AI was actually little kids in China trying to type out as fast as they can. And so like, there's no such thing as this AI brain, that it is still just, it's just late, like child labor off in some other country. And they're like, as fast as they can trying to search the internet and give you answers. Little gnomes.
Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Yeah, so we're still adjusting to the new, I keep forgetting it's a Monday. I need to start setting reminders so that I actually put out artwork and like reminding you guys that we are in fact doing a live stream. And then the realization of like, oh yeah, although I'm loving the doing the pictures one time version, because the version of me that got ready this morning wouldn't be good enough for a photograph.
Wouldn't want to take pictures.
But I look cute right here. Like this is working.
With all those filters I slap on there, everything's fine.
One of these filters looks great. So it works here, but the picture I would have taken would not have.
It would have been terrible. There's something about a moving image versus like that. I would be so upset.
Oh, I would hate everything about it. And then I'd have to go and like take that, cut it out. Like it's a whole thing. It's saving me so much time to do, but we do need to do, you're right. We do need to do 4 to 5 different looks so I can switch between them on the same background. Same background.
Oh, no, that's not, that was the opposite.
Oh, opposite, same faces, different backgrounds?
Yeah.
Deal. Even
easier to slap a different background each and then, yeah, because let AI do the work. We don't have to.
Love it. Love everything about it. That way I have, because today I was like trying to finagle. I was like, oh, looking at our Instagram like spread. I was like, oh, I need to figure out what to post to like let you guys know that we're doing this thing. So I'm like last minute winging it. Anyways, we're getting there. We're getting used to it. I think in like another month, we're gonna have this Monday thing down. I'm loving the change personally. I like starting out my week with this thing, and then we're off. It's kind of like a Monday morning, like news catch up kind of thing for me personally, with no actual news of worth whatsoever.
Yeah, there's no actual.
I will tell you, what you guys don't see is the rapid fire amount of pickle stuff Natalie and I have been sending back and forth to each other.
Blair too. Blair's been on this. Like, I don't know. We were saying, I don't know what Blair did to the algorithm to hate him so much. Like, but it's got a personal vendetta against him, and he is getting sent so much pickle content.
Oh, I need to write down that I need to go to the Grove on Wednesday to go.
You have to.
What was it? Tell the people what this is while I write this note to myself.
Yeah, Blair had sent it to me, and then you had sent it. Like, it was like everybody saw it at the same time.
Yeah.
It is loaded pickles. And what they do is they take a giant pickle and they scoop out all the innards, not all the innards, just the seeds part. And then they fill it with stuff. So there was like, wasn't there like a warm Nutella and peanut butter one? That's the one you have to try. Like there was one that had like cold cut meat in it, and another one. Yeah. That's probably really yummy. But that was already happening in some other state, they were doing sandwiches that were just pickle
That's
buns.
my thing for a long time has been
Yeah, but that Nutella and peanut butter, so the Nutella and peanut butter is warm, but the pickle's not. Like, and it's over at the farmer's market at the Grove. So
I love going there. So I'm like, oh, twist my arm. I gotta
check that out.
Oh no. Yeah, so I'm game. I'm inside. But what's hilarious, the amount of pickle stuff that like, oh, like gotta try that you guys may never see because we're like don't have time to put in the can this year. This year. Next year maybe different.
There was a pickle, there's a pickle festival.
Oh yeah.
The next year it's in Dallas.
Okay.
This giant pickle party in Dallas. Yeah, I put myself on the list. I want to figure out how to go to this.
There's a good chance that you and I both are in Texas this time of year next.
Well, I don't know if it's the same time.
Oh,
I don't know when it is.
Yeah.
It's just going to be, it's not, yeah, because I don't think it's like on a date every year.
Oh, okay.
No, they don't have the dates released yet. So it's going to be in Dallas next year, probably in the summer. If it's synced up, that'd be fantastic. But also, Dallas could happen. We have people we could stay with.
We have people,
Yeah,
that's doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a thing that we can make happen next year. Next
if it is the same time, that'd be freaking awesome.
That would be amazing.
But because then it would be in pickle month. I don't know if they know about pickle month. But
I just assume they did. Okay, I shouldn't make assumptions like that. Maybe they don't know. Maybe we should educate.
Maybe we should tell them. Yeah,
and tell them. Much like CatCon, we would love to come to Pickle Fest. If you would love to just grant us a pair of tickets, we're there. Used to be at the farmers market, always meant Fairfax. Now it's the Grove. Oh, it's
well, the whole complex is called the Grove.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, same spot. It's just like
it's just a whole no one calls well, that's not true, but we very rarely refer to that area as the farmers market because there's so many farmers markets now.
That's the thing, is that there's like tons of them. I went to one yesterday. It was so fun. There was one over in Larchmont that's every Sunday. I want to find way too many.
What's the name of the eatery that's downtown that is just like a giant?
Oh, it's oh my God. It's I know exactly what you're talking about.
Because that's what pops up. It's not the farmer's market, but that's what pops up in my head when I hear the farmer's market. Because
they used
Los Angeles
farmer's market, and they
was it
change it. Yeah, they used to call it the farmer's market, and they had to change it because it really was a farmer's market downtown for a long.
And that's where isn't that where like Egg Slut got its start? Okay, yeah,
and now it's something different entirely. I don't remember.
Now it's just a lot of eateries. It's basically
primarily eateries with a couple of stalls that still have fruit and nuts.
Okay.
Where I would drive down there to go get cheap produce way back in the day when I first moved here. It was like really super cheap and also really good because it was so
I walked through there just once. I had never, I don't even, maybe it was even with you. Like I didn't go downtown when I I never went downtown until like unless there was a destination I was going to.
Well, that's just the way it is.
You and I went exploring a couple times for different things. And I think that's why I might have ended up there once.
I know we went to a bar really close to it as well. Like there's a bar like it's here and it's right there.
And it's close enough to the courthouse that when you have jury duty, people go. And I think that was the only other chance that I ended up there.
Yeah.
But I didn't order anything. Like that kind of thing overwhelms me. Like
it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
I can't pick and I can't stand in line and I don't know. Those kind of spaces always.
Yeah.
I also don't, that's why I can't do food trucks. Like when they have the big, like all the food trucks at a thing, like I just can't get overwhelmed and I don't eat.
My method is always whatever doesn't have a line is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't like staying in line.
Right.
I don't mind the picking thing or all the options thing. I don't want to stay in line. So I let whoever needs my business be what defines where I go. I'm like, no line, let's go there.
But then often, so we did that at the fair, like that, it doesn't bother me the same way at the fair because I can find something that I really want or whatever. And I think also it's mentally like a price point thing. Like I start to get, like at a fair, I'm like, oh, I'm already spending. I'm already in spend money mode. I get to anyway, but we did it at a fair and there was a sushi place out here. And it was really, really good. However, while it had no line, it took forever. And I was like, this is why there's no line is because I could have stood in that line, got my food already,
Yeah.
and yeah.
Boo. That's a bummer. Boo, boo, boo. Yeah.
Yeah.
My brain just went boop, no more thoughts.
No more thoughtsy
All right,
thoughts.
let's do some business time real quick. Let's catch you up on what's going on. Natalie came to town last week. We had a very successful shoot. We got all of the shots in the can. Are they all usable? We have no idea yet.
Okay, yeah, that part happened. We did. Well, we actually still don't know that we recorded everything.
We don't know. We don't know. So far,
we could find out we missed something.
Totally true. Totally true. So far, so good though. I did the dailies, which means you pull together all the takes from the day. It's called the dailies. I pulled together all the dailies from our episode 1 of If Alexa Were a Man. Didn't respond. And so far, so good. So far, everything is looking good. So that's very exciting. That's going to be our next official episode that will go out next week. Yes. In other news, we've got some TikTok content in the can as well that'll be going out. We'll do our best at getting those out on other spaces, but YouTube and Instagram makes it a little challenging because it can only be so long. So if it's easily to drop it into Instagram or YouTube stories, we will. If it's not, it's just kind of going to be what it is. Like trying to finagle it into a shorter one doesn't always work. The one that I'm working on today, which do you want to put that out today? It's pretty good to go.
Okay.
Yeah. The one
we're not going to have something this week. It's not going to happen.
No problemo.
Nope. I had to make a drinking game type schedule for the week. Like, it's like, what am I doing on this day at this hour?
Yeah, Natalie's got it. We were working toward having like bonus content coming out this month, but Natalie's schedule has gotten really intense. So there's a world where Tara steps in and does some bonus, some super like.
Yeah, like that's the only thing that I was thinking about was making that pickle lemonade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That like that's might be doable, but
you may see an influx of Tara doing really bite-sized, like I just ate a thing and the editing's not good, and here we are.
And there's no editing. Yeah.
And there's no editing, and just Tara just did. So that might be happening this week. Natalie's got a lot going on, which is an amazing thing because you're going to go. Well, I'll let you tell them what you want to tell them about what's going on with you this week because you have a lot happening. Go, business time it.
Ben says pickle month is going out with a whimper. I'm sad. Yes, it is. All right. Yes, like, well, you never know. You never know with us. There's still possibilities that there's like going to be a giant explosion.
You just never know. That's why we have the caveat of we do what we want.
Well, that's the thing is like, it's not so much that I have zero time. It's that I have so many moving pieces. And you know how it is like when you're working on multiple projects and you try to shift gears, it's so hard to shift. Like it takes so much time to shifting the gears from one thing to another. But like, so this Wednesday night, I have a table read for a feature that I'm filming next week, which actually is my first feature.
That's so exciting. It's your first feature?
I think I did. I mean, really early on, that something I never ever end up seeing.
Okay.
I did something. And then I was cut out of something Pat did that was, oh no, that was an episodic. Yeah, no. So this is my first feature.
Super exciting. I don't think I've ever done a feature.
Right. Like I was like, oh wait, I've never,
So, I've only back end produced a feature. I've never from beginning to end a feature in any way. And I've definitely never been an actor in a feature. That's so exciting. Cool.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. So I have a good, a decent sized part. So I'm memorizing all week is what I'm doing. Yeah. Wednesday night, I have a table read for it. And then we're filming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week in Salt Lake. So that also is part of it is that I lose 3 hours on the drive each way. Like, so it's like in the car. So I have to go up Sunday night so that I'm there and ready for Monday morning. And then I'm going to come back on Friday morning. And then anyway, and then I started this new gig. I didn't get to talk about this because this happened. I don't know if you mentioned it. So I got a new gig and I'm doing they're called industrials. And also another thing that I've done industrials, but I'm going to be doing these safety videos twice a week that I go in, and it's some company that makes safety videos for industrial, and teleprompter read these safety videos. And so it's an acting gig. I don't have any teleprompter experience. That'll be fun. But I'm starting that on Thursday and Friday. They're just 2 hour set sessions because they said that after 2 hours of reading the teleprompter and doing safety videos, you just get it's basically all you can handle.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I'm starting that on Thursday and Friday. So I have to drive back Thursday morning in time, but it's 3 to 5, so it's not a big deal. And then I have to go back up to film. And so I'm just like, and then meanwhile, Gig Harbor is kicking into high gear with like having to do promotional stuff.
Yeah. So
and that's the part that's actually really, and then, costuming. And then I keep going, oh yeah, that's right. I need to find some place on the schedule to put in like August photos. That's the last one that I remembered.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a lot. Yeah. Cause like, you get back from that and then we're headed toward filming May I Put You on Hold, which is happening at the end of August. So hopefully we'll be able to like keep you guys abreast of what's happening. Yeah, our Instagram stories and whatnot, because that's super fun. We're gonna both be acting, both doing our other superpowers on another project coming up at the end of August. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, and I'm in the throes of you're obviously producing that. I'm in the throes of costuming, which is one of those where it's like we've known this is coming, but you can't purchase until a certain time because you have to still have a window to return it. And it's like, so I've had all these things anyway, but that's like, there are definitely enough hours in the day to accomplish these things. Is there enough bandwidth to switch gears? I'm like, oh, I need to memorize an entire script in the next 4 days. Like, awesome.
It's a lot. Like it's a one and all kind of like, you and I plan the month of filming ahead of time. Like, we'll start working toward like, okay, what's August going to be at the beginning of July? What do we want to do for the next month coming up? So like, we're always planning a little bit ahead, but that doesn't mean that the plan works out. So like we planned to do Pickle Month a certain way in early June. And then we're like, oh no, but important things have now happened.
Yeah.
That means that, the plan has to shift a bit.
Well, and then I'm seeing like, oh wait, okay, I'm actually only doing 2 farmers markets in August.
Yeah.
And it's not because I don't have those Saturdays available. It's that I don't have any time to make candles between.
Gotcha.
Like I was like, oh, I'm doing this weekend, but I'm not doing next weekend because I was like, oh, I don't actually have any time to make candles between, and then, so it's just kind of funny. I was like, I went through yesterday and just kind of like really dove into my calendar for like, and you have to request them at least by Wednesday of the week, request them on or off, or they charge you anyway. So it's like, okay, this is.
Which you mentioned candles. So now I'm gonna go, let's shift into candle corner, which is my new favorite corner. The level of cuppery that has happened, muggery, and now it's not good, guys. This is not good. It's like being an addict, and then your friend is also an addict, and now.
So this is funny. So Tara wanted to trade mugs. Like she's like, she bought all these mugs that she's been like sending me pictures and going, how about this one? How about this one? And I'm always like, how many ounces do you think that is? It looks like it's a 12, anyway.
It's a whole, and now I'm super into finding Natalie mugs. Like anytime I go somewhere, I'm looking for mugs. And then I decide like at the end of like, Natalie's about to come to town and like, I don't want Natalie to pay me back for the mugs. I'd rather her give me a candle. I'd rather have a supply of candles coming in than be paid back for the mugs that I'm collecting for her as well. Like this problem. So we did that.
Right. So like she decides, she's going to trade instead of me paying her back with monies. She wants these candles that are already made. And I'm like, okay. So we whittle it down to 2 and I bring her these 2 mugs and one of them, it's already put away. One of them is this pretty little white, milk glass one that has blue etching on the outside, old Corningware looking stuff. Anyway, and the first day on there, I open up her mug cabinet and there's that exact same mug on the shelf. I thought, did she put the candle in here? And then I remembered that Tara and I bought these mugs together in Dubuque.
Yeah.
Like, and so I was like, Tara, do you really want this one? Or do you want me to bring you the other? Because I have another, she's going to end up taking this bad boy. This other milk glass that's not exactly the same as the one that she has.
I love it. I love it. So now I'm just incentivized to continue looking for mugs that you need, to trade for mugs that I like. For
not Fire King, Desiree, but I do have some green milk glass Fire that I did just, I mean, it's a teacup set that I just turned last week that I think, the world's gonna look how pretty this one turned out though, Tara. This desertscape one, I put this like turquoisey that matches and it's
like that.
What did I do? Sweet tobacco and cedar.
Ooh.
I've switched into I'm slowly switching into fall scents. Like I'm not doing any, but mostly everything is something that, I can leave it out into fall.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing my fall ones yet, but like when fall comes around, I don't have to put ones away. Whereas like there's a bunch of like really summery ones that I'm like, I'm gonna have to do a seasonal sale.
I'm into it. Yeah, the mug collection I have a bad feeling is. Well, and then you come home from the Goodwill and you're like, Tara, I have a mug that may need to be yours. And I'm gonna let you decide. And you show it to me, and it's this mug from the World Market. The base, the whole thing is a mushroom with the top on it. And I've already used it like 5 times. I'm so freaking in love with it. Oh God. And then I go to Target to return the things we didn't use for the thing. And in the dollar spot are these mushroom containers. Which I was looking for containers to hold my ginger root that I use to make my morning water. And so right now it's just a jar. And I'm like, oh no, this is just escalating. It's all out of control. We're out of control, people. I now have mushroom containers that match the mushroom mug that you just let me have from your shopping.
Yeah, I got it. And I was one of those where I was like, I'm not even 100% sure because I like it. So it's a base is white and then has a red mushroom cap that goes on top to cover up the mug, which I like the idea. I did one this week. I like the idea of little containers that have lids that you can put on. Anyway, but I was like, but the base of it's plain. So I was like, I don't really know what to do with it because only while it has the cover on it is it a cute mug for that. And I was like, I'll make it either way. But I was like, if Tara wants this, she gets it. I was like, either way, I'm buying it. I'm not walking out of this store.
It's so cute. I love it so much. I've drunk tea because now I'm so bad about forgetting I made myself tea, especially this week because oh my God, my house is a disaster right now, people. We'll talk about that in a second. That'll be Tara Corner. But so now I make my tea and put the lid on it and I'll come back and it's so warm because it has a lid on it. I freaking love
that's cute.
Love it. Love it so much. Yeah, it's been perfection. It's
Bye, Shannon.
Bye, Shannon. Yeah, we've definitely this Natalie's making mug candle situation has definitely escalated into now you're just feeding the addict that's over here.
Yeah, and my last 2 weeks were not that great. I mean, they were fine. It's just so hot. I think it's too hot. People don't want to buy candles, but I'm kind of limping through it anyway. And then it's, and then it'll be candle season. Yeah, fall is when people buy candles.
Yeah, you're gonna be like aces by then. It'll be amazing. Yeah. We've been talking through all kinds of other ideas for your like the phases that I made this it goes into. Like I'm excited for the future of I made this because there are so many fun ideas.
Ed can't have mushrooms because they make his hands swell to the size of ketchup mitt. Your hands?
Oh.
Is it just handling them or does that happen with handling them or would your throat if we ate them? Just now I'm curious.
Yeah, now I need to know. Oh, tea-scented candles would make Natalie very angry. It's like you making lavender candles. It will never happen.
Well, no, I've got that chai tea. That chai tea is one of my favorite scents.
Yeah, that's true.
It sells really well.
That's what I had for breakfast this morning. I had chai tea. It's delicious. Dirty chai because I need the extra caffeine. Candles are also a great way when the power goes out. This is true. This is very true. Yeah.
It's interesting. Someone was like, oh, but candle making in the apocalypse would be a good skill to have. I'm like, I'm melting wax that I bought on Amazon. I don't know how to make candles from scratch. I'm still functioning like Amazon exists. So I don't have any actual skills. I know how to melt it. Make it pretty.
That out. I keep sending you rando. I don't know if you saw this. There's I'm not saying you need to do it. I just thought it was pretty cool. People are making dip candles that are specifically 20 minutes for meditation. So you light the candle.
Oh, is that what they were for? I saw them. I thought they were just emergency. I can carry them with me on a camping trip or something. No.
I can totally
I went to prepper mode. I did not go into meditation mode when I saw them.
I've seen them where they're smaller ones where they're 5-minute meditation. You light this little tiny candle and it goes into a tiny candle holder and you light it. And when it goes out, your 5-minute meditation is done or your 10-minute or it is, and there's like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, it's just dip candles where you like gave up making a dip.
Yeah. I only made, I mean, that I was like, I looked at it, I was like, those would be super easy.
Yeah.
Like, cause you don't have, I mean, that's like 7 dips,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
what, like it's not,
All you gotta do is figure out the holder for it now and like sell it as a set and
just
like,
make a
oh,
tiny little carved bowl.
yeah, exactly. You can make a little wooden carved where you just kind of Dremel out a hole with a little
Mhm.
Dremel set out of wood, carve the outside. Like I carved
Yeah.
this. It'd be amazing. Anyways, I'm super into it. I could have used candles when my power was out 2 weeks ago. Yeah, my house is covered in candles. I have so many candles. It's a little out of control. Like when I find one I like, I buy five of the scent. Especially at like
Yeah.
Trader Joe's will have like seasonal ones. The peony, they'll put out the peony ones every Mother's Day, and I'll buy five of them because I love this specific peony
Yeah.
smell is so good to me, and I can't find it anywhere else. Like the Amazon version of the oil or a candle is never the same, quite the same smell as a specific. Like I don't know where Trader Joe's is sourcing this candle, but I freaking love it. My,
Yeah. Well, it is interesting. Like I was, I was looking at, there's a place called Candle Science that like people buy all their candle making material from. And, they had all their scents listed, and a couple of them were things like apple and evergreen. I'm like, I have apple and I have evergreen. I could make that. But then you read the notes and it's like with hints of raspberry. And I mean, it's like a wine. Like they're so dialed in on what
cool.
they're at. So like mine even, I make, uh, even my lavender has something else in it because I don't, it's like, it's too, like the lavender I put in there and I'm like, it needs a
Yeah,
little bit of vanilla, or it needs, I think the first one I did, I put a little azalea in there because I was like, the lavender was just too,
do
so
lavender.
I called it lavender, but is it just lavender? No, no, it's lavender and azalea.
They're doing this peony, like they're putting rose in it or something. Like I've, it's just my favorite ever. Mushrooms are full of purines that cause my gout. I wouldn't wish this pain on anyone. Oh,
Mm,
interesting. Oh man, I love mushrooms. I would be so sad. So
yeah.
I ate a taco that was just mushrooms from when you were here. I made all those mushrooms. I like
Yeah.
made a taco that was just mushroom meat. I love mushrooms so much.
Mm-hmm.
So now Natalie came and we pulled my house apart to film, not apart, but we moved the furniture around. And Tara decided that since the couch is not where the couch normally goes, this is the perfect time to take on this gigantic project of redoing all the window ledges in my home because they are covered in dirt. 5 years of like the layers of paint on the front ones. Like I have a picture that I'll show you, Natalie. Like it gets down. Like my house has been red, dark green,
Oh
light
yeah, that's fun.
green, like so many layers of paint on the
Yeah,
front
that's fun.
windows, out of control. So like this version of my home you're seeing is a lie. It's actually it's way worse than when you were here, Natalie. Like everything is way more pulled apart. Like there's a
Yeah.
bear here that you guys have never seen because he usually lives in my bedroom because I had to make the bedroom at least the one clean space that I can go to. It's insane here right now.
Wow.
I'll post you guys pictures of like the before and after, not after, where we're at right now with the window ledges because I'm like sanding, I'm filling in holes with plastic wood. Like it's
Oh
epic.
my
Oh
gosh.
my God, it's a whole thing. As it escalated. It was a
Yeah.
get house cookie situation. Like I wasn't just gonna repaint them. I was gonna pull this paint off because I knew.
Yeah.
But what that meant was I couldn't just pull the paint off. I had to pull off the metal piece that's like a buffer because like people have
Oh
clipped
yeah.
it over it. So I pulled that off. And then that led to now we're not just doing the ledge inside, we're doing the ledge outside because that was also a wreck, which meant that we had to do the other part of the ledge on the outside. It's a give a mouse a cookie situation. Like I could replace the entire window at this point, like the wood pieces. No, it could.
Well, do you remember at Justin's old apartment, I had like there was those French doors in between the
Uh-huh.
kitchen and the like dining room, and I like one day was like a little piece of paint started to peel off, and I was like, "What's underneath there?" And it was these glass windows that like there's layers and I never got done stripping that off. I just like because it kind of looked cool after I just like
Yeah.
stripped. I was pulling giant chunks of it off, and I had intended to finish it, and then
Yeah.
we moved, and so like the landlord was not happy with me because they then needed to go through and like
Yeah.
strip all of it off because
Oh, and finish the job.
because like it was so thick in places that like even painting over that would have been.
Oh, yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's an absolute, yeah. And the window ledges are filthy. And the whole point of me doing this is that like the level of dirt that's coming into my home because these window ledges are so dirty that I have to take off all the paint in order to repaint it, in order to actually clean it so that dirt stops coming in, and not just like a little dirt, like thick, black, gross dirt is now coming into my home. And the fight to keep my house clean has reached a place where it's like I'm losing the battle every day. So the only way to get my house clean is to do something this freaking drastic.
Dramatic.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's been quite the obsession around here. Like I've been MIA for days because I've just been like obsessed with sanding. And next week
Uh-huh.
I'll probably do my office because I have window ledges here with a similar issue. But that means I have to take out everything out of my office, and it
Yeah, I
is
like how you said that's next summer's project.
that's a next summer problem because I have way too much art supplies in this room to then continue on. Emotionally, I can't go beyond the living room because it's
Yeah.
gonna be too much. But it's been fun. I love doing this kind of stuff.
I love those kind of projects, but they are,
Yeah.
they're all encompassing. I mean, like they're
Yeah.
consuming.
And
Yeah.
then you get to max point with it. You're like, okay, that's enough. I'm good. I feel satiated. My homemakeriness is satiated, and that's why I'm in the overalls and
Because
the.
you're going right back to work after this.
I literally am gonna go right back to it right when we get done. I'm gonna go make a phone call about boats, and then I'm going straight back to
Gonna
sand,
talk to a man about some boats.
and then we're going back to sanding. Uh, the app helps you break down. They're talking about an app that helps you break down fructose groups, and they took a lot of things I found out. Oh, interesting. They're talking about colitis. They're on their
Mm.
own. They're on their own conversation entirely. Oh my God, it's almost 40. We're almost the 10 minutes to joke corner mark. That's
A
wild.
lot of talk, candle talk. There was,
Candle corner is a big corner these days. It's a very important corner. It's my favorite corner.
so yeah, back to filming though.
Oh
We
yeah.
had we had fun. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
lot of work. We filmed, so it's 3 episodes. I mean, it was only 9 pages, 10 pages maybe is what
Something
it
like
ended up being.
that. Yeah.
Um, but it's a lot of, I mean, a lot of moving pieces. And like I had to play a puppet for Tara through half of it. So Tara's on camera talking to the Alex,
Uh-huh.
and she'll be talking to him, but we have to leave dead air there to like later on insert the sound, insert the ADR from her voiceover. And so I am standing next in her eye line going, and then Tara gets to say her
I
next
really know
line.
my line.
And it was, yeah. And so it was, and then there was other ones where she was supposed to be looking through something. And so that little movement wasn't going to work. And I'm like flailing my arm that it's time for her to go, trying not to make noise. Meanwhile, like this arm's getting tired from doing this puppeting thing. This arm, my shoulder was so upset from doing that because that's my bad shoulder. But
Yeah.
it was like, I was like, just too much movement.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
It was fun. It was a lot
And
of
then
fun.
like trying to figure out how to make each thing work because we were,
Yeah.
definitely doing things that we had never done
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, I'm working around my house, which is like super quirky. Like you can't shoot this way because of whatever. Like we
Mhm.
got to shoot this way, which means we're shooting into sunshine, which means
Yeah.
that backlit, which means like there's just like this rolling ball of problems. Yeah.
Mhm.
Desiree, you got it. Food jokes it is. That's today's theme.
There
Anything
you
with
go.
food jokes of any kind. I love food. That's perfect. I'm hungry now. Now I'm hungry.
I
We
know
went
I'm
to
hungry.
mushrooms and spinach, and now I just want to go eat. I have one piece of Dutch baby left that
Ooh.
I know. I made a Dutch baby for Natalie. It was mushrooms and goat cheese, and it turned out
Really good.
pretty darn good. I'm obsessed with that stupid. It's so easy. So easy. I'm thinking about making a pizza one for myself this week. Uh
Mhm.
anyways, this week was so much fun. We did a good job getting it all in the can. I think I'm thrilled doing the dailies for the first episode. I was like, okay, the sound and the mic is down my shirt. So there was also the like, hopefully I'm not rubbing on.
Hopefully the microphone worked. Yeah. Hopefully it made enough noise. Hopefully there was not extra noise. Yeah. That was my big concern.
Yeah. So I think we're so far so good. Rolling.
Brian says his rolling ball of problems was my high school nickname.
Yeah, that sounds like a good name. Never even noticed it was snuffed out right away. Oh my God, I'm sitting in my front. Speaking of mice, so I have these um screens on all my windows that once you pick that screen up, it's just the world outside. Like my windows are so old school, and I pulled off the Jalusi window slats because I have to get in there. So it's my house is now really just a tent. Truly, truly, it's just a tent. And I'm sitting there with the screens up, the Jalusi windows are gone. I'm sitting there quietly working on the window ledge, and I look up, and in my front yard is this tiny little field mouse. I'm like,
Oh,
no. Like at first I'm like, oh, it's so cute because I'm watching these stupid Instagram videos of little field mice making homes in tennis balls. It's a whole thing. But then I'm like watching the mouse slowly come toward my house and go under the house. And I'm like, I don't have the screens are up. I'm not gonna be able to re-secure the screens because like 5 windows of screens that are all pulled up. The window slats are out. Like that mouse, it's opportunity to get in this house. Remember that time you were here?
there was just a mouse, like a giant mouse, just in the house. Like Tara and I are standing there, and I was like, I think I just.
Oh my
like,
God.
no. And like the way I mean, you've seen inside Tara's house from pictures and stuff, those giant white curtains that hang down up on the top. Was it on the
No, it was on the very top Jalusi window.
Okay, so it was on the window. Yeah. There was just a mouse sitting up in there. And we were like, how are we going to tell him he has to go the other direction?
How did he even get in? Because the screens are like,
yeah, there was a screen, but there was a hole in the screen. Yeah.
it was wild. Oh my God. This mouse. And that's all I could think about was that mouse, that fat, and that mouse was big. This was like
it was a big mouse. Yeah.
big one. This is like half the size. This is like truly like a little baby one. It was
Yeah.
so cute, but also like I'm exposed to the elements right now. Anything can come inside my home right now. Well, bug and critter wise. Like Gizmo, I hope that you were feeling like working because you may have a job to do tonight. So so far I haven't seen it inside.
Yeah.
All right. 8-minute warning to joke corner, 8-minute warning. Our bonus points is food jokes. Anything about food jokes. I want your food jokes, your cooking jokes, whatever. We're going to start that in 8 minutes. Joke corners where you guys go out to the internet, go grab jokes, come back and type them in for us. And we're going to read the jokes out loud. I thought Los Angeles had laws against people living in tents. Well, I mean, half the homes here are basically just tents because they were built by the networks, the production companies, the studios, these houses that were built by studios that were never intended to be actual homes. They were meant to be just dressing rooms for people. That's what my house is, basically.
Oh, wow.
Did Brandon leave the mouse a key? Probably.
Yeah, you just need to make sure there's no food down tonight when you go to bed.
Yeah,
like
basically.
No food.
Well, we're in Antgeddon right now, so there's no food anywhere. Like you were, Natalie was here for Ant. We're also in the middle of Antgeddon, which means if I leave any food out within
ants come in right away.
It's covered in ants. So like
it's not that the ants are inside.
No,
they just there's nothing out. There must be just no food outside.
No,
like and there's so many of them. They're tiny, but they're like,
oh my God, yeah.
The ants were marching 55 by 55. They were not like the parade of ants was like this wide on the floor. I was like, what are we doing? Is they just like normally you got like 2 or 1 by 1, but it was just
that picture you sent me of like Antgeddon. I was at work and I left the food out.
He was at work. We had left it. There's a little bit of salmon left down for the cat. Was not that long. I worked on like one project, walked through the room and looked down, and it was just covered. And there was this stream of ants going out the window that was, I mean, it was like a fire hose of ants.
It's insane.
It was insane. Yeah.
This year.
And I killed them all. And then the next morning when we fed Gizzy, the same thing happened. So there's an unlimited supply of them also.
Where are they all coming? I'm still running around the edge of my house trying to figure out where they're coming from. Like I figured out how they're coming in and I'm going to seal it up even better now that I'm working in that corner. Oh my God.
He says, I don't want to be in that number when the ants go marching. It's the best mashup there's ever been there, Ben. Good job.
Ever. No, you do not want to be in that number. But can you put in but you can put in a food. Oh, they're still talking about the app.
Oh yeah.
App. I'm very curious about this food map app. I'm guessing it's sensory nutrition.
So completely off topic.
Go.
Shirt,
Left turn.
thrift store fine. It's super cute, but like it's 4th of July colors, and I've been kind of wanting to, like, I wanted to wear them, but it's French. Like it
Oh,
says Mon Chéri, and there's cherries, Mon Chéri, and
cute.
it's super cute. But it was like, I'm like, oh, I was gonna wear it on 4th of July, and then I was like, I guess I can't. It's French.
Yeah.
It's not American.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. I mean,
So I only just thought of it because I'm wearing these.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
It's a super cute shirt.
from there you can't tell.
No, you have no idea. It just looks like it all works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're on an anthill, like most of LA, but now we've got
They didn't know the ant was built on an ant.
the whole entire town is
All
built
those other horror films where it's built on a cemetery or built on an ancient Indian burial ground. No, this one was built on an anthill.
Oh my God, I would not be surprised. Not in the size. Yeah, the flora and fauna this year are like out of control because of the rain. Like the number of bug bites I've gotten. Like, I've never gotten bug bites in LA. And all of a sudden this year, I'm like, why am I putting on bug spray to be? I like have to go put on bug spray at work because I'm getting
yeah.
by things. Yeah, there's just so many. Like there's mosquitoes. I'm like, I moved here.
Oh yeah. No, remember I couldn't go in my backyard without getting attacked out in LA, which was insane. I was like, I didn't when I lived in city type dwellings, as soon as I had a backyard, I was covered in bug bites all the time. Poltergeist, but with ants.
With ants.
That's the name of the movie. Poltergeist, but with ants.
Best title of a movie ever. Ever.
Yep.
Oh my God. Next wild hive was front of house, and landlady killed that hive, which is extremely illegal. Now to
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God, so amazing. Yeah, it's been quite the 2 week. Like you being here is now so far away.
Right.
Because of the construction here. So much has happened in like such a short amount of time that like it feels like time is stretching out. And I worked so many shifts the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, you have.
My brain is just like, I'm only 4 this week.
What was the name of the movie with the giant ants? It's like a early 80s horror film. Maybe it was late 70s. It was like the creature, I don't remember, but it was like giant ants that like, and it was, I think, was it claymation? I don't know. Them, yes, them.
I don't.
Giant ants coming out of the ground. Oh, it was really cool. I remember loving it when I was a kid.
Yeah. Yeah, that was. I don't remember that. My brain immediately went to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, I don't remember what the story was like. Were they alien ants? Were they radioactive ants? Why were they so big? Were they coming up from had they been underground for years and millennia? And then I don't remember.
Oh, summer's felt like forever. JDIFF feels like years ago. It does. It does. And like Gig Harbor Field was like, it's forever away. Like our two tentpole film festivals are like eons are in between these two festivals right now. I'm excited though. I can't wait to go back to Gig. Like I love going to Gig, especially that time of year. It's so pretty.
Oh yeah, I'm hoping we get like a good one because sometimes it's too cold, and then other times it's not really. It's almost too warm.
Right.
Like I want that like sweet spot. I'd rather have the too warm, but like it is, where it's like a light jacket.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And it feels like we just got back from Gig at the same time. Like I was just there eating popcorn and moved back here. Yeah, it's weird. My brain
does not feel like that for me at all.
Yeah,
it feels like years ago.
Right in this moment, as I think about popcorn, it feels like I was just there eating popcorn. I only go to film festivals for the food, guys. Like that's why every video that we make is like 8 billion shots of food. Cause like Jared's like, oh yeah, the food was awesome.
Right.
I have 3 trips in the next 9 months for me. That's a lot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like okay, we got Idlewild coming up. We're going to Idlewild. You're going to Salt Lake a bunch. We're both going to Gig. I might
That's all I have like on the docket.
On the docket. I might go to Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like some outlier trips that are kind of in my periphery that may or may not happen. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, joke corner is a go. Let's do this thing. Bonus points for food. You see the format happening. Put the word joke real big so I can see it. Put the entire joke into one line so I don't miss a part and piece. If I'm not reading it, it's not because I don't like it. It's because the bots are very intense to protect us from villains.
They're very protective of our sensibilities.
Yeah, so just rewrite your joke a little bit, change the threes to e's, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, let's go. David Faye, Tara says, if you want to measure puns properly, you need to use a seismograph. So I think it's a read 'em kind of joke, maybe.
Okay.
But even then, I don't get it. But that's
Well, because it's not, there's no seismograph. There's a it's a, did it say SIZE?
Sighs
A seismograph.
Oh, a seismograph.
Oh, it's a groan. Because puns
Okay.
are groan worth. Got it.
I think I just don't get it because
A seismograph. Yep.
there's also side and the word sigh and signs. I can't deal. I can't work with either of those words.
Sorry, I have no idea what kind of pen or pin you're talking about at any point in time.
No. They're all the same. With my Texas accent, it's all the same. What do you call a lesbian on fire?
I don't know.
LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny.
That's awful.
What's the difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man?
Density.
Iron Man stops the bad guys. Aluminum Man only foils their plans.
I like it.
Nice, right? Desiree, why are the chefs so harsh?
The chefs.
Chefs.
Why are the chefs?
Chefs either, just pure chefs.
Just actually, why are the chefs so harsh? Because I don't know.
They're always beating eggs.
They are, some of them. I mean, if they work in a breakfast place.
Oh, what kind of coffee was served in the Titanic?
What kind of coffee was served in the Titanic? Drip.
Sanka.
Sanka. It was a drip.
Oh, no, that was Ed Keaton. David, we just found out that Grandpa is addicted to Viagra. No one is taking it harder than Grandma.
Oh my God. No. No.
Oh, Humpty Dumpty is having an awful winter, which is too bad considering he had such a great fall.
He had a great fall.
A good fall. Why are there no vampires in Africa?
Why?
They bless the rains down in Africa.
Oh, yeah. Gotta hide.
Run. Elizabeth Banu, when a wolf starts meditating, it becomes a werewolf.
Oh, wait. It's an werewolf. He's
Silly.
woke.
He's woke. David, I started dating a lumberjack. He's a handsome feller.
He's a handsome feller.
Yeah. I think it's felling a tree when you.
Oh, got it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Get it. I got it.
You got it. So excited. My parents left me a parcel of land. That means a lot.
It does. Good job. Thank you. I like when jokes are just an explanation because then I get them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have gotten that otherwise.
Joke, mentally saying Wednesday when writing the word Wednesday. Yes, and I do it every time.
Tom or Roe. Wednesday.
Yeah, always. If your dentist fixed your cavities with different colors, would you be okay with that? Or would you just have mixed fillings?
Mixed fillings. Be kind of fun.
That would be kind of fun. Let's see. We jumped big time. Do you think Jeremy Irons ever quietly chuckles to himself while he's
While
ironing?
he's ironing. I
I
would.
would.
I would.
Hey,
I would
Keaton.
have become a dry cleaner. Like
Yeah. Your name is your vocation. Why do the
that
French?
doesn't work out for me, guys.
Nope, not good for you,
Nope.
Natalie.
Nope.
Don't
Nope.
do it.
Nope.
Don't do it. Why do the French like eating? Why do the French like to eat snails?
Snails?
Yeah.
Because they're super yummy. Um, because they're easy to catch.
Because they don't like fast food.
Yeah, okay. Also true.
Also true. Desiree, what did the baby corns say to the mama corn?
I can't hear you.
Where's popcorn?
Oh.
Here. Elizabeth, you should drink plenty of water and get some sun. You're basically a houseplant with complicated emotions. Yes.
We're much easier to keep alive than most houseplants, though.
Yes. Because I never water me. So,
No.
there we are. The Swiss must have been pretty confident in their chances of victory if they included a corkscrew in their army knife. That's
Yep.
Yep. Good point. Good
I'm
point.
gonna need this.
Yep. Desiree, why did the fishermen put peanut butter into the sea?
Why did the fishermen put peanut butter in the sea?
Mhm.
I don't know.
To go with the jellyfish.
Ah.
Ah. What kind of nuts always seem to have a cold?
I don't know, but peanuts always have to go to the bathroom. Let's see. Have a cold. Cashews.
That's it. David, Russell Crowe and Sheryl Crow walk into a bar. The bartender calls 911 and says, I'd like to report an attempted murder.
An attempted murder. There's not enough of them for it to be a
Not enough.
murder, but it's an attempted murder. Only murders in the building. There's just a bunch of crows.
A lot of crows. Just a lot of crows. Did you hear the joke about the peanut butter? I'm not telling you. You might spread it.
I know you can't trust me with jokes about peanut butter specifically.
David picked his own theme here. The black crows enter and join them. Bartender. Okay, now I want to report a murder in progress.
Okay. This could keep, I wonder if it's going to keep going.
I think it will.
Are there more murders?
It's gotta be. Why do the French like to eat snails? Same
Because
joke.
they're easy to catch.
Yeah. What time does Sean Connery go to Wimbledon?
I don't know.
Turnish. Ben, worst ad campaign ever. Taco Bell runs for the border. It was crap.
Gross.
Oh, how does Skywalker like his coffee? And Tara.
Lukewarm.
There you go. That's the part you got.
Yeah,
That's the part
gave me a hint.
Not the
Not the Star Wars reference. How does Tara like her coffee? I know.
Lukewarm.
Yeah.
Desiree, what candy do you eat on the playground?
I don't know.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. It's a Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces. We jumped, but I think there's a repeat in jokes. So now I'm having, okay, here we go. I don't need to know who needs to know this, but even if a bear wears socks and shoes, he still has bare feet.
That's true.
That's true.
He doesn't have bare feet.
He doesn't have bare feet. What is black, white, green, and bumpy?
Black, white, green, and bumpy. A moldy pickle.
Close. A pickle wearing a tuxedo.
Okay, but also a moldy.
I'm giving online air guitar lessons for free. No strings attached.
Mm.
My wife just found out that I replaced our bed with a trampoline. She hit the ceiling.
She hit this.
All right. Two more, and then we're gonna call it a day. Not everyone thinks Cleopatra was beautiful, but that's how Julia Caesar.
That's cute.
All right, here's our last one from Desiree. Did you hear about the secret? Did you hear about the secret? Oh no, it's a repeat. Did you hear the secret about the peanut butter?
No, I didn't.
Don't. You're spreading it.
I wasn't paying attention. That one really got around.
Yes. Well done. Well done. All right, guys, we're gonna call it. We got a lot going on for ourselves. Now he's gonna go learn some lines, and I gotta call a man about a boat. Actually, a girl about a boat. She's got a charter this weekend. Thank you for joining us. There will be no official episodes this week, though. Stay tuned for TikTokeries and some baby things coming out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have a real official episode coming out for you next week. It's going to be a sketch, so it's totally worth the wait. Totally worth the wait. It's going to be fun. All right, we'll see you guys next. Oh, it'll be just me next Monday. Just me next Monday. Natalie's busy being an actor, so she's going to go
be on set.
So join me next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about. It's going to be interesting. All right. See you guys next time.
Bye, guys. Happy 300.
That's right.